Hello! Today I want to show you some cool little things I learned while I was creating the Fluid Camera Moves plugin. I showed you in the previous video how it looks and how it works, and every time I make a new plugin I try to challenge myself and learn something new, discover a new way to create something, and just try to challenge myself. So the first thing I learned that I found really cool, that's really exciting, is that I added these numbers right here, these dash head-up display or these dashboard numbers that actually change when I adjust this control. See the numbers change? It's kind of just a tactile feedback of what's going on screen. And the way I did that is I took the poke control here. That's what I'm using for the on-screen controls. And I could do a tutorial on how I do my on-screen controls in a future video. If you like, just let me know by responding to the email or let me know in the comments below. And then what I did is I added, inside of the Z numbers, I added some numbers using a generator. So if you go to generators, when you go to add generators, text generators, there's one called numbers. So I added those numbers, and then I added a link behavior to connect the source parameter, which is right here, the start frame. The start frame actually controls the camera. So I can go in more depth in future videos on how I control the cameras with this new plugin. But this plugin is actually really in depth. I added a lot of features. You can see all the different features I added and controls. So there's a lot to learn. So right now I'm just trying to focus on the new things I learned. So I linked the start behavior. So whatever the start behavior is on the Z position is going to affect the object numbers value. So if I go to numbers value, text generator, you'll see the value right now is set at 0. So whenever I change this on-screen control, this poke is actually controlling the start frame. When it's controlling that frame, then it's linking back to the Z numbers. And then I get this cool number change, which is really cool. I like that. It's a cool little feature I added that I think it gives a nice feedback to whoever's using the plugin. And the other thing I learned that I found really cool is also with this on-screen control, you see I can't move it up and I cannot move it down. And when I get to the end here, it stops. So for that, I'm using these clamp controls. And with the clamp control, pretty much what it does, it clamps the parameter. So right now I'm clamping it on the X. So it doesn't go past 0.15 pixels and doesn't go past 85, which is here at the beginning and here at the end. And I'm also clamping it completely at 0.5 on the Y. So this is the reason this poke does not go up or down. See? Just goes left and it stops there and stops on the right. And that's how I control all these parameters. And I did this for everything else as well. I did it for the rotate as well. You know, I added some clamp behaviors and also some on-screen controls, as you can see there. So everything is being controlled with this on-screen control, and there's a feedback instantly with the numbers. And another cool little trick that I want to share is this dashboard with these circles and the titles and the tags and the ZYX and the ZYX and the colors. All that I created at once. And then what I did is I made a clone of that. And the benefit of that is that if I want to change, because right now I have the actual on-screen controls at the beginning and at the end. So all you have to do is set the parameters at the beginning where you want the animation to start and where you want the animation to end. So in case I want to do some changes or something I didn't like, instead of doing it twice or multiple times, this can be used for many different things, I created a clone. So inside of the clone, if I change something, for example, once, let's say I change let's change the circle here, and I want to change it to like a darker red. See? Look at the background. So now that change happens at the beginning, at the end, because I'm using clones. And the way a clone works is I created this whole dashboard, and then I right mouse click, and then I go make a clone layer. And then once you have a clone layer, which I have 2 of them right here, one for the beginning and one for the end, whatever changes I make inside of the original group will be represented at the beginning and the end. So these are some cool little tips and tricks that I wanted to share that I learned with the recent plugin that I made called Fluid Camera Moves, which is a really cool plugin that I'll be releasing soon. That's going to be part of the editor's toolkit. So please make sure to look out for that. And anyway, I just want to share cool things I've been learning inside of Motion. If you have any questions, comments, or is there anything specific that you want to learn or you're stuck in, just let me know by replying to the email in the newsletter or just adding a comment in the video below. Thank you very much for your valuable time and have an amazing day. Please be sure to visit motionmastertemplates.com for over 100 templates for Final Cut Pro. Click on Browse All Templates, and then you can search and look for the template that is right for you. Also, please be sure to go to Categories and click on Free to look at all the free templates you can download on the website. If you have any questions, please be sure to contact me. Thank you and have an amazing day.